Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melly, and today's video, I know you know by the title, is just a recap of my market that I had. It was more of a pop-up shop than anything else. The market was on April 28th. That was a Sunday, and it was from, I believe, if I remember correctly, I think it was from 12 to 5. Setup time was 11 a.m. And it was just a small little area, only a couple of vendors. I feel like I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me reverse it back and let you guys know. So this was actually my first ever market, and that's probably what I'm going to put as the title because it really was. It was an experience, and I can't say that it was good or bad. You guys will hear all the details. Considering it was my first market, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just as new as you guys, and I know I've been on YouTube and kind of sharing different patterns to make and different market preps that I've been doing, but I have inventory that will last like at least 6 markets. I have about 4 full totes of inventory, but it's because I've been market prepping for like 2 years, literally. For those of you who don't know, I do work on the weekends. I work Saturday, Sunday, Monday, so it's really hard for me to do markets during the weekend, and there's not really too many markets during the week, so I did have to ask off in advance for this market. Honestly, I was excited to have a weekend off. I did work Saturday, but I had Sunday and Monday off, so it felt really good. My parents were supposed to come, but if you watched my last vlog number 15, you know the reason why they didn't come, and my boyfriend had to do it with me, which is completely fine because he was up for being the elite employee and not getting paid a single cent for it. You know, we love significant others or anybody really who is willing to step up to that plate and get paid $0 an hour, you know? But let me tell you how I found this pop-up shop or this little market. I actually have a friend who is in contact with the owner of the shop, and she actually reached out to me and asked me if I'd be interested in doing one of her pop-up shops, and I was like, heck yes. I think she said she was doing it for like an internship and she had to do X amount, so she was trying to be an organizer for it, and I was like, for sure, like, you gave me enough notice. I think she told me at the beginning of January, and I have to ask off like 3 months in advance. So I was very excited to do it and immediately said yes. I'm going to break down all the analytics as much as I can. The pop-up shop was $20 to be there for my table. Originally, I was supposed to be outside in their little patio area. I was supposed to have 2 6-foot tables set up. So I was planning in my head for that, and I was doing like mock-up trials in my backyard. But then the week of, it was like 4 days before, they were trying not to cancel the event, which I am very grateful because regardless, I made some money, you know? So they were trying not to cancel it. In order for them not to cancel it, everybody would have to be indoors because literally, I don't know if you guys know Texas weather, but it is crazy and it's been storming. We even had a tornado close by. So, you know, it's been crazy. It's been hectic. So I was very grateful that they didn't cancel it. Even if they did cancel it, I would have just had a free day off from work, you know, but I really wanted to try my hand at doing a pop-up shop or a market because I've never done one, and I'm happy that this was my first market because it was slow. So because of the rain, I was able to just feel it out, you know what I mean? And I will give you guys like things that I will improve on later, but we'll talk about that in a second. I do want to talk about my setup. I will show you guys here the little footage that I have. It probably doesn't have any audio because I left my Square reader in the output of my phone and I didn't bring my camera, so the only thing that I brought was my phone. So I'll insert that here right now for you guys to see. So as you saw, I did not do like my initial or like my bare bone setup to show you guys. I should have, but it just felt awkward because going in there, I was like, okay, there's going to be a ton of people setting up their little booth area. It was a tiny little boutique or store. It was very pretty, but it was very tiny. I thought everybody was gonna arrive before, 11, because 11 was our setup time, and nobody was there. And so me and my boyfriend went in. It was just the owner of the shop. So it was a little bit awkward just saying, hey, I'm here for the pop-up shop. I feel like I sound charismatic, and when I work with my patients, I'm very charismatic. I am an introvert. I'm not an extrovert, so I normally am a little hermit crab when I'm not at work. When I'm at work, it's like a different persona that comes out, and it's because it's my job. I have to do it. So here, I was very quiet, very shy, which is how I typically am. So if I don't talk to you, it's not because I don't want to, it's just because I can't. And on here, it's just a camera, and it's easier for me to talk to a camera because no one is listening. There's no feedback. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. I think for some people it would make sense, but it's just easier to talk to you guys on camera. And, even live, I'm only reading comments. I'm not like seeing you face to face. And I think that's my issue. You know what I mean? When I see a live human being in front of me and I'm not at work, I always tell my friends at work, like, if you see me at like the store, H-E-B, Joann's, wherever, don't expect me to say hi to you. And it's not because I don't want to say hi. It's just literally my anxiety takes over. So I don't know if you guys are like this, and I know it's not normal, but it's just how I live my life. And I guess low-key I'm like, haven't talked to my PCP about it, which I probably should. It's been happening, I feel like, more after I worked in the emergency department. I feel like before that I was a little bit more outgoing, but now I am just like a little hermit crab. Typically when I go to the store, I have to stay in my car for at least 5 to 10 minutes listening to music to kind of relax myself and say, you can do this, go into the store, girl, like get you your stuff and come back out. That's why most of the time I just kind of order it on my phone and go at the pickup time to go pick it up. The other thing that I do is I wear my AirPods in the store if I have to go by myself, and I am very much to myself. I don't like looking people in the eyes, so it's just really hard. I very much have anxiety. I know I do. Undiagnosed for sure, but I know I do because that is how I feel when people are around me. I just feel like I'm being swallowed, So that is something I want to work through. It's hard though. That is something that I would say kind of hindered me at this pop-up shop. But let's go ahead and talk about a little bit of the pop-up shop. You guys saw my little display area. It was very cute. I was sitting back there. I even got chairs. So those were my chairs. And I think I did a pretty good job with the little space that I had, because I was supposed to have 2 6-foot tables and then I went to 1 6-foot table. So I can show you guys this is just the little mock-up that I did, and then I posted it on my stories on Instagram if you didn't see it. But yeah, that was how I planned on having my table, and I think it resembled pretty well. I did end up bringing this little notebook right here. It's so cute. I love these colors together. I don't know if you guys are going to ask about this, but I'm going to tell you anyways. I got this at World Market, and it's just like a little pencil holder for your notebook, and I freaking love it. I put my stitch markers, my hooks, my darning needles, my scissors, all of that in here. Pins, just literally everything in here, and it really helped me stay organized, and I knew where everything was, which was in this little baggie, and it just slides right out if you want to take it off. But I did write every transaction down just because I wanted to share with you guys how much I've made. So like I said, the vendor fee was $20, and I was indoors. There was only there was only 4 tables, and one of them was the girl that reached out to me. So there was no other crocheter there. It was just me, a girl who did like forever bracelets, like the ones that weld them on, bracelets and anklets. Ashley, I think it's Oddly Ever Ashley, and she does a lot of like hand painting, hand making things, so it was really nice. And then there was a quilter there, and I feel like her quilts were so pretty. They were very reasonably priced. I didn't think they were too expensive, because I've seen some people and they are very expensive. So very interesting. I did, stop by every booth to kind of see what they had and everything. I did end up getting this shirt. It just says "Take It Easy." It's so cute and floral, and I really enjoyed it. Like, This one is from the boutique that I went to. And then the other thing that I did purchase is I purchased something for my friend. And like I said, she makes a lot of cutesy stuff. So she like hand painted and handmade this. It has a little crystal for the little handle, and I have it on my backpack, which is so cute. I love this. I adore it. It was very inexpensive, so I will keep that forever until it breaks off of my purse. Let's go ahead and get into what I sold and well, let me tell you what I noticed first. I did see a lot of people looking at my Octos, and it was the ones with the legs on them. It's the free pattern by Hooked and Beyond on Instagram. A lot of people were looking at those. I had them for $16. I did end up selling one, but a lot of people love those. A lot of people only know about acrylic yarn, it seems like, because everybody was very hands-on, and I'm like, yeah, feel free to touch anything you want and let me know if you have any questions. Everybody was very sweet and nice. I just felt very validated. You know, it's like after 2 years of like making things and just showing my parents and my siblings and them not that they don't care, but it's like like for 2 years, come on now. They're gonna get tired of being like, oh yeah, that's cute, you know, like they're just like, yeah, it's another animal. Get over yourself, Melly, you know? So it was nice to have like non-friends and people that I don't know come to my booth and say my things are beautiful, you know, and they're reasonably priced. So it made me feel validated for sure. It made me feel loved. So I did have a lot of people saying, what kind of yarn is this? It's so soft. So I was just telling them about it. I did only have one person who crocheted, or she said her friend crocheted. And so she was asking just about different things, specifically about the yarn. And then I told her, you know, like I have patterns on my Etsy, and I told her that I make sewing sticks, and I told her what those were. And she took one of my cards because she said that her friend would probably love that. That made me really happy because, you know, that's like a future sale on my Etsy for my sewing sticks or my safety eyes, which I do plan on putting on my Etsy page probably next week. I'll dedicate some time. Now that Colin is released, if you don't know, Colin the koala, my little baby koala, sleepy baby koala, is out. It's on my Etsy. I'll link it down below if you're interested in purchasing that pattern. Now I have 3 in my collection and up on my Etsy page. I will be doing a tester call for my little pig pattern. I don't have a name just yet for her. I know a lot of people are like, what did you name her? I don't know just yet. I haven't really thought about it. I haven't had a chance to think about it, you know, but that is in the works. I need to type it all out. Let's go ahead and talk about what I sold, what sold first, how they paid, all of that good stuff. So the first thing that I sold was the octopus that I was telling you about. The pattern is by Hooked and Beyond. It's a free pattern on Instagram. I was selling them for $16 and they paid via Venmo. This was actually my sister's best friend that came, and her daughter was the one that picked out the octo. It was like this cute little purpley octo, very adorable, and she really loved the feeling of it. She really wants me to make her a ladybug, and I probably will take her up on it, but I need to get some of my current orders out so I can take new orders in. So that is a problem of mine that I need to focus on now since my market is over. The next thing that I sold was a cute little keychain octo. I had a little bin that was like $5, things that I just really wanted to get rid of. They were cute, tiny, on keychains. I no longer want them in my inventory, so I did price them for $5. I did get, I think it was a little floral octo, and I sold that for $5. They paid in cash. The next thing that I sold was a little Bulbasaur. The Bulbasaur pattern that I was just talking about, I did a pattern test for Betty. She's Happy Little Loop Crochet on Instagram. She also has a YouTube channel if you want to check it out. That is the one that sold. So cute, so adorable. It was a kind of medium-sized plush, and I sold that one for $15, and it was paid through card. The next thing that I sold, which is another pattern test that I did. This is so funny. It's funny how all the pattern tests are the ones that kind of went. The next thing that sold was a Froggy Snuggler. I charged $22 for it. It was a pattern test that I did for Cozy Wonders Crochet on Instagram. She literally does amazing work. I am like eyeing all of her little Pokemons that she is gonna come out with, and I really want to be a part of that pattern test. We'll see. I'm gonna have to apply whenever it comes out. The main one that I'm like keeping my eye on is this Lapras. It's literally so cute. Look at that. Like, why would you not want to make this? So I definitely want to be a part of that. I sold the Froggy Snuggler for $22. It was cash, and it was combined with another little plush, which was a tiny turtle that I sold for $5. I can't even remember who that was from or anything. Like I said, that was probably like a 2-year ago make. The next thing that I sold was the dino with a strawberry hat. I don't know if you guys remember, it was like in a little mint color, and then it had a little light pink strawberry hat. There was 2 girls, I think they were like sisters or family, and they were both like, well, the one that picked it up, she was like, oh, I'm definitely getting this, and then the other girls all like, what? I didn't even see that. So they were like talking back and forth like, can I please get it? And the other girl's like, no, I'm buying it. So I loved seeing that interaction. It just made my heart melt because I just thought that was so funny that they both loved it and they both wanted it. So one of them did end up buying it. She didn't even care how much it was. I did price it at $36 and it was for cash. The next thing that I sold was a little French fry keychain, which you guys would have seen if y'all saw my little keychain buddy pattern test, like free Instagram patterns that I did, or like the snack edition, I think that's what it was called, keychain French fries, and I sold that for $5. I wanted to get rid of it. So the other thing that I sold in combination with that French fry is a cute little mushroom, a little mushy boy, but it was like the tiny ones, and I had those on keychains as well, and that one I sold for $8, and that was through Venmo. The next thing that I sold was a pink little shark. It was on a keychain. I sold it for $5. It's the All From Jade pattern that she has on her Instagram. It's a free pattern. And then in combination, there was a little purple mini whale keychain that they wanted, and I'm pretty sure that one was from All From Jade as well, and I sold it for $5. So in combination, they spent $10 with that order, and that one was in cash. The next thing that I sold was a cherry keychain. They were so cute, the little cherries. Every keychain almost was $5. It was very tiny, very cute. That was in cash. And the last thing that I sold to my friend Ashley, her mom actually bought it for her, was a cute little blue baby shark, which I used All From Jade's pattern. It's a free Instagram pattern, and like I said, it wasn't on a keychain, but it was tiny, so I sold it for $5 and she paid for it in cash. That is literally everything that I sold that day. It was pretty slow. Like I said, there was like a 3-hour period where there was nobody at the store and I wasn't selling anything, so there's that. My booth neighbor, she was very, very sweet. She was actually doing a lot of the talking. Funny enough, like people would come approach my table, and I just, like I said, I'm an introvert. I'm not an extrovert. It's hard for me because I don't want people to feel like I am badgering them, so I just smile and I say hi. But she was like, yeah, did you guys see that? Look at all her stuff, and she's crocheting back here because I was crocheting. So I mean, she was very vocal and very sweet to where I feel like some of the sales were because of her. And it's funny because me and my boyfriend talked about it after the fact, and he was like, yeah, she sold most of your stuff, like she was advertising you so hard. And I was just like, I know, but it's hard for me. Like, it's so hard for me to be like charismatic when I'm not at work. And I know I probably should have just like put my work mode on, but then I don't know how to explain it. That's the best way that I can say it. I have anxiety, and I need to get over that anxiety, especially since my boyfriend was there. Like, I should have been more, more open, but it was my first time. There's a learning curve, so I'm definitely happy that I was able to do this and to have a good learning experience from it. The total that I did make was $132. Take away the $20 from the setup for being there, I made $112, which isn't bad because it was literally storming. It was thundering outside. I definitely understand why people stayed in. I wouldn't want to leave my house if I was cozy under my sheets, I will say that I did have a conversation with the shop owner of the boutique. She was so sweet enough to like want to exchange phone numbers, and she said that I could literally come during the week and set up at her shop. She just said to let her know when, and she'd be completely fine. It'd be completely free. That she loves to help and support small businesses, and that she heard about me from my friend Ashley, and that she would love it if I brought not just just crochet things. She's like, she told me that you do other things too, and I feel like that would be good for the shop if you want to come and like set up a little table, you know, during the week. Like that would be completely fine. So I thought that was freaking awesome. We did exchange numbers, and that is amazing, because I, like, to be honest with you, I don't know if I were her and someone else was me, if I would extend that offer, only because I didn't really talk to her, and it wasn't because I didn't want to talk to her. It's anxiety, guys, anxiety. So the fact that she came up to me, and I know she had the conversation with my friend, so my friend probably told her like, look, she's not normally like this. She's normally pretty chill, and she actually talks. So that was really sweet. I have to coordinate a time to see when I can do that. I would definitely love to do that. You know, especially because I have 4 or 5 days off a week. I definitely need to do something with my spare time as well. I know I kind of do a lot, I feel like, but this would be like income, and I need to get rid of a lot of these plushies. Like I have so many. That was my experience really overall. It was pretty good. I really like everybody that was there. Everybody was sweet. There was hardly any people, which is fine. Like I wasn't expecting there to be a ton, especially when the weather was terrible, and I feel like making some money is better than none, so I think it was a win-win. After that, I ended up going out to eat. We ended up getting burgers, very delicious, and you know, I got to spend time with my boyfriend, which is always a plus because he does not live in town. He lives out of town, so he lives far away from me. Not too far, but you know, far enough. He actually ended up surprising me with flowers and a card. It literally made me cry like a little baby. You guys know that I am a crybaby, and so the card just had me like in tears. I will insert a photo right here of the beautiful flowers and the card that he got me. It was very sweet. I did read it on my live on Tuesday, I believe, so if you're interested in wanting to know, or maybe it was on my vlog, I can't remember, one or the other, but if you're interested in knowing, it was just saying, you know, cheers to many more. Very sweet. Very happy that I have a supportive boyfriend and supportive family. That is going to be the end of this video. I don't think I forgot anything. The setup really tore my back up is what I'm going to say. Like, it is no joke when you have to put stuff up, and I was literally like a passenger princess. I didn't even put, like, he set the table up, he set the chairs up, he literally brought the totes in. I helped a little bit, but I cannot say that I like manned everything down. My boyfriend did, and my back was still killing me, guys. I don't know how you guys do it, like especially those of you who have like 3-day markets or like a market every single weekend. Like, what the heck, what are y'all doing? Tell me what y'all are taking, because this girl, her back hurt. Like, and I was asleep all week this week because I was so tired from Sunday, and I had Monday off. I was like, thank God I have Monday off. Thank God I was smart enough to ask off, because I would not have been able to come in on Monday. My back was hurting so bad. It was my lower back, and even like tearing down. And I didn't even have the canopy. I was not outside. I didn't have the canopy. I had one table and I was aching so bad. It was just my back, and I'm just like, man, like, is this what it feels like to get older? Like, I know you guys are gonna come for me and say, Melly, you're not even old, but I'm telling you, this is a new age bracket for me, and I have never felt the way that I felt on Sunday. So I'm like, it sounds like I need some back strengthening. Like, I need to start doing some type of strengthening back on my back, because that seriously felt like nerve pain. You know what I mean? Like, I've never felt nerve pain in my life, but that felt like nerve pain, and like, no ma'am. No ma'am, we need to do something about that, because I'm too young to be feeling that way. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up this video. I'm probably not gonna edit too much, because guess what, guys? I did wait till the last minute to record this. Oh, I'm so dumb. Let me show you guys what the end of my booth looked like, just for reference to show you guys. So that is going to be inserted right now.
Is this your bag?
No. That's fine.
Oh, it's Ashley's. Sorry.
Okay, and that was the end. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys want in market recaps, because I do plan on doing some markets. I don't know when, but yeah, that is going to be it, I think. Was I going to say something else? I think that's it. Let me know your first market experience. I want to know that. I want to know how your first market went. This was my first market experience, and I think I did pretty good. I mean, I live in a small town, so I wasn't that's the one thing that people ask me, like, I'm nervous about my market. Girl, don't expect anything. Just come with like thinking that you're not going to make anything, but you're going to learn a lot, and it's going to go by so much smoother than having your hopes up and set to like, I'm going to make $800 this time. Like, you can definitely have a goal set, but don't get upset if you don't reach it. Trust me, like, it's going to be okay. There's more markets. You're just going to be more prepped for the next market. So that is my 2 cents on that. I appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you leave a little octo down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys on my live on Tuesday. Bye guys.